Hi crew, it's Happy Days here and welcome to another Hearthstone tutorial video. I've been looking at the forums a bit lately and I've seen a lot of people talking about how Hearthstone's a pay-to-win game, and I've been wondering about that a lot. And you can't deny that at some level, you're going to run into cards that, do require you either to play a bit of arena, purchase card packs with gold, etc, etc. However, that said, I would argue that you can make a very competitive deck just with, your basic cards that you get just from playing the game, and pretty much get them almost straight away once you've finished all the tutorials. So what I'm going to show you today is just how to put together quite a solid deck without spending dust or gold at all. So we're going to do it with a mage today, and we'll be looking to make a fairly solid deck using commons. I've found a lot of these cards are inspired by strong arena picks, so check out some of my other videos if you're looking to improve your arena game. So just starting off, we're going to start with some of the mage spells. I'm just going to take the commons, not the gold versions, just to show it's a straight vanilla deck. So starting with Arcane Missiles, just taking 2 of those, okay? Good for finishing off 1 HP minions, fantastic for taking off Divine Shield if you need to. Next thing we're going to take is Frostbolt, 3 damage spell, good early game removal, good late game for freezing strong minions and delaying them a turn. Okay, next thing we're going to take is the Water Elemental, considered a very strong 4 mana minion, and it has a freeze effect, so it usually takes a few hits and can really slow down minions. A great thing, and I don't see enough people do this, is if you attack the enemy hero with the Water Elemental, it'll freeze them. So warriors, paladins, rogues, they can't use their hero ability. So it's really useful. Okay, we're going to move on to taking the typical mage spells. So Fireball, 6 damage, great removal there. And Polymorph. Really good. I would use Polymorph over Fireball in times where the hero has a death rattle. I mean, the minion has a really strong death rattle. Thinking of an example, something like Sludge Belcher's good, just because you can stop it spawning the second little sludge minion. So if you're playing a paladin and they play Sludge Belcher and then Blessing of Kings and turned it into a 7/9, you can polymorph it and take that out in one card. So really, really useful there. Okay. Moving up, we're going to take the last of the really great mage spells that is a basic, Flame Strike. We'll take 2 of those. Okay, so as you can see, really solid selection of strong mage stuff. So we're going to move on to some great basic cards. Okay, the Elven Archer. Not a strong card in itself, but the 1 damage Battle Cry. Think about times you could use this. So I'd be using that for a cheap way to take out Divine Shields, take out a 1 HP minion. It's got a lot of different uses there. Okay, next thing I would be taking, and this is considered a high tier arena card, is Acidic Swamp Ooze. So this is a card that's great to play on your second turn as a 2 mana card, but if you're playing a warrior, a paladin or a rogue, think about it, if you save this, it's kind of like a spell that can be used to destroy their weapons. So a paladin whips out a true silver champion, you can halve the effectiveness by playing this the next turn. Or Disaster, a warrior plays a Gorehowl, which has potentially 7 attacks. If you play this, you're taking and denying 6 attacks of that weapon. So fantastic free card to take, and most strong arena decks will draft this over most other higher mana cards. So great card to take. Okay, moving on. Card draw is really effective in, most arena and normal play. So a Novice Engineer is a cheap way of getting some card draw, and still is a minion they need to take out. So you're not so much taking it for the minion itself. Yeah, it can potentially do 1 damage, but will maybe enable you to pull out some of your other cards too. Okay, moving along, we're going to take I'll fill this up first. So we've got Gnomish, just thinking, another good one to take would be the Shattered Sun Cleric, which is quite useful, and again another high tier arena card because it's a basic and it buffs a minion by 1/1. So it can be really good for buffing up minions that are close to death or getting them out of like flame strike range, things like that. Or just giving a minion a bit more damage to it. So really good. Okay, staying with that card draw theme, we're going to look for a Gnomish Inventor. Play it on turn 4, has plenty of health and reasonable attack, but the real bonus here is when you play it, you actually get card draw. Really useful. Skipping back here, Chillwind Yeti is a basic and considered a really high tier arena card. Great to play on turn 4 because you're getting that bonus 1 health. So it's not just a 4 mana 4/4, it's 4 mana 4/5. Just makes it really, really good. Okay, skipping ahead to one of my personal favourites on Mage is and forgive my pronunciation on this, where are you hiding? Where are you? Where is it hiding? Okay. There you are. Whoops, my bad. The Gurubashi Berserker. Great on a mage because if you attack it with your hero ability, yes, you can use your hero ability on friendly minions, it'll enrage it. So for the cost of 1 health, you're giving it 3 more attack. Very, very useful. Also good if you're playing like a paladin with lots of Stormwind recruits. You can attack it with this and enrage it that way too. Okay, Archmage, another great basic to play in a free deck because of the spell damage buff. So not so much for the attack, but you get 1 bonus damage. So going back to spells like Fireball will now do 7 damage. Arcane Missiles gives you an extra missile, so you go up to 4 missiles. So really, really good. And then useful card, the free Stormwind Champion. It's a basic. And if you've got a few minions out, this can be great to play as well. Okay. And just going back, thinking about card draw in this deck. Arcane Intellect's good to play. Again, it's a basic and just gives you that little bit of extra card draw when you need it. Okay, so there's a basic deck. As you can see, it's a bit heavy on the 4 side, the 4 mana cards, but it's all free. It's got some decent spells in it, and yeah. So I guess all that's left to do now is take it out for a run. Alright, I'll see you next video and we'll give it a play. Thanks guys, stay happy, don't forget to join our crew, and hit that subscribe button up there. Thanks very much, see ya.